my mic is parked outside. And I said, okay, well, I have to have a really good excuse to, pull my mic out, come on down, like to Arizona, because it's a time with you guys, all right? For those who don't know me, my name is Maurice Elliott, and I'm representing Madrid International. Now, for those of you that don't know me, one thing that you have to know is that I will always dress extremely well, and I can do some hair, and I so love this industry so much that I will bleed to make that hair color red. I'll do it. And today we're going to bring you some awesome styles. We're going to bring you some awesome techniques. We're now out to all of my natural girls in the building. Give it up for my natural girls in the building. Woo! Now, everybody, like South cities, okay, where's Los Angeles? Am I the only one? Los Angeles, Detroit, New York, Chicago, St. Louis. Okay.
I look like the Bay Area. Who's in from the
Bay Area?
Talk about the Bay.
Walk it out, baby.
All right, I'm going to start off over here. We're going into the next. I'm going to show you a couple of products that we use. So you see these nice curls here that's hanging in the hair. So any type of hair, any texture hair. It's amazing.
There's nothing sexier than a haircut on a woman. It's nothing sexier than that. A style is nothing without a cut. It's absolutely nothing. So for me, I believe in the right. Understand that. And with Madrid International, the only thing you have to do is your job. And your job is to make that client happy, but that client wants the best products imaginable.
You just gave it some new life. Okay, it has a nice sheen to it, so you can use this with any type of heat apparatus at all. I use this wand, and I also use a curling iron. So any kind of heat tool that you have, you can use that.
I love the women with the curls. And it just does something that it is a challenging climate here. But what you need, shine, hold, like the whole nine.
Now that herbal remedy can be used on natural hair. You can use it on your scalp. It has herbal ingredients in it, so it's all natural. It's going to make the scalp hair really, really soft, and the scalp be supple. And you can use it as a styling aid. That's what I'm using it for now. Just to enhance your curl. It's not going to weigh it down. It's going to bring this hairstyle back. Turn around so you can see this. I'm going to pass this around too. So after
Fact number one, it is absolutely a facial for your hair and your scalp. Because hair growth comes from what? A healthy scalp. Now I look good, bald, but not you. Not you. No, this particular model, I'm going to finish at the booth because really, I want you guys to come and see us. But that's going to be something wonderful, I promise. It is. Now, model, would you stand up? Now let's do the Tina Turner together. Ready? You know the Tina Turner, man. Do the Tina Turner. Come on now. And the hair is going to move and have memory. It's going to give you soft, bouncy, beautiful, pliable hair. That's what it's going to do.
So that's the finish for you. Now if you saw my hair earlier, you just know how great this product is working on our hair.
Because again, with a short cut, all the work you put in the cut, so that so so that your finish is minimal, a minimal symbol. Sides were cut at a 90-degree angle. The top was cut at a perpendicular back angle.
My name is Julie Fletcher, as you know. I work for a company called Madrid's International. Locks, twists, braids, anything that you would like, and I'm really honored and I'm excited to be here on today with Antonio. This is my third year here, actually, and I thank him so much for the invitation, and thank you.
Thank you.
And
see you play to a cold, cold grave. We tried and tried to believe this thing, but I just can't deal with the pain. Oh, never seem to focus, but I want you to leave. Would you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love. No, it's not a good look. It's someone. Because you lay with me so it doesn't hurt. Oh, won't you stay with me? This ain't love,
is Jalea Pettis. I'm the owner of 3J Productions, and I'm also a licensed esthetician and professional makeup artist.
Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? My name is Jalea Pettis. I am a licensed esthetician and professional makeup artist. As Tony T mentioned, I work out of a beauty collective in downtown Phoenix called. So I want to kind of talk to you a little bit in reference to makeup artistry and skincare. Because I think a lot of us see trends and we try really hard to mimic those trends when we need to be trying to figure out what works best for us as an individual. So building up brows a bit, I put some individual lashes on the ends of her eyes, kind of like wispies, added a tiny bit of contour to her nose and her cheekbones, some blush, and just evened out the complexion a little bit. One thing that I really want to stress to everybody as far as skincare is concerned, and I'm going to walk around a little bit, I hope y'all don't mind, is it's the focal point for anything you do. If you're having breakouts, if you're having dry skin, if you're having oily skin, if whatever the case may be. How many people live in Arizona or actually live here, not just visiting? So majority of you. So regardless of how much water you drink, because we live in Arizona, you're dehydrated off top. So it matters what you put into your body as well as what you put on your body. So you need to be drinking the water, but you need to put the water in your body specifically because we live here in Arizona. How many people do I have with oily skin? Okay. For those of you that said you had oily skin, what makes you think you have oily skin? Shout some things out. Shiny? Always oily? When you wipe your face, do you actually see it on your hand? Is that all over your face or is it just in the T-zone? How many say all over? If it's all over, yes, you do have oily. If it's just in the T-zone, that means you have combination skin. Okay? What about for those that feel like they have dry skin? And you would see kind of like patchiness in certain areas. It will almost look like your skin is flaking in certain areas. I think a lot of times men have drier skin, especially like if you have a beard, because you're not getting the moisture inside of the beard like you're supposed to. What about acneic skin? So you feel like you're having a lot of breakouts. And it doesn't matter your age. You feel like you're just having tons and tons and tons of breakouts. Okay? A lot of that also has to do with what you intake. So if you're a smoker, if you're a drinker, that is going to come through in your skin. So if you're smoking on a regular basis, you're going to see breakouts. If you're drinking on a regular basis, you're going to see dark spots. There's going to be different things that your skin is going to react to. One reason why I used Sarah as my model is because she has red undertones in her skin. And I think one thing that's very important when you're learning about makeup artistry and somebody that's going to do your makeup is making sure that they can match your skin tone. How many of you have sat in a chair and you look orange when you get up from a makeup artist doing your makeup? That's because they don't know how to match your skin. And it's not so much as just, oh, let me put this on my arm. No, you actually have to kind of put that on your face and see where the demarcation is on the face. One thing with Sarah is she comes to me to get her waxes. She has really, really sensitive skin. So for really sensitive skin, I encourage you to use products that are going to help to kind of combat that redness. And depending on what the tone of your skin is, there are different products that you can use. I encourage everybody to kind of learn about the products that are out there that are best for you. There were some ladies that came by my table not too long ago and they were like, oh yeah, I use coconut oil on my face. Coconut oil on your face is comedogenic, which means it clogs your pores and will cause breakouts. Coconut oil is great for your hair, it's great to put, on your arms and on your hands, but that's not something that you want to put on your face, especially if you're combination, especially if you have oily skin, and especially if you have acneic skin. It's only going to make it worse. What are some of the skincare products that you're using? Who's going to raise their hand if I say soap? Just soap. Not any particular brand, but just soap. Water. What about witch hazel? I've heard people use witch hazel on their face. Or
but that's not necessarily something that you want to do every time. I'm really big on trying things out myself before I use it on a client because I also have sensitive skin and I have children with sensitive skin. So if I can use it, I'm pretty much good on using it on my clientele. So I would recommend that you make an appointment to meet with an esthetician who can talk to you specifically about your skincare needs, but you need to get to a location where they're selling good products for your skin. So before you try to switch products and say, oh, this isn't working or it caused me to have a breakout, you need to give it a good 30 days before you just say, I'm throwing it out, I'm not using it anymore. Some of the old home remedies still work today. Like, who uses tea tree oil on their scalp when their scalp is itching? I still do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Tea tree oil actually is, it fights infection as well. So if you're having a breakout, you can use tea tree oil on your breakout. But, you know, find something that works best for you. One other thing that I do as a esthetician and skincare specialist is I offer to go shop with you when you're purchasing your skincare and your makeup so that we can kind of talk through some of the things that are out there versus you just spending a whole lot of money and making a sporadic decision.
You're the only one in my life. Baby, I just don't know how to describe how you make me feel inside. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. Go with butterflies. You give me butterflies. This seems like a life to be a queen, but never had I imagined such a feeling. Joy is what you bring. I wanna give you everything. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies.
Everybody give it up for Midwest Fashion, the Shalon Style.
Midwest Fashions, located, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out. You can catch us on our website at MidwestFashions1.com. We're on tour right now. Check us out on Nike, where you're at. So, once again, thank you for coming out to support. God bless everyone.
This young lady a few moments ago, and we were talking about brows. And I also do brow tinting. Not tattoos, but actual tinting. And if you're interested in having your brows tinted, that's something that you can do kind of temporarily to fill in your brows. I don't have really thick brows. I have thick hair, but I don't have really thick brows. So it's like, okay, what can we do to kind of even this out? So if you're interested, tinting is an option for you if you have thin brows. What I'm going to do with, tell me your name again, I apologize, with Dee, is I'm just going to fill in her brows. I'm going to take them down a little bit, and then I'm going to fill on how to do your makeup. The only way you're going to learn how to do your makeup is to pick up a brush and get in the mirror and practice. And I guess that's just a pet peeve of mine because I've had many, many women come to me and show me pictures, and they're like, make me look like this person. I can't make you look like somebody that you're not. Like, I can give you different colors and enhance the look that you want, but I'm all about a woman's natural beauty. So I'm just going to enhance what's already there. I'm not going to create a brand new face for you. We're going to create a little bit of shape on her brows. You can if you want. And the rule of thumb when you're doing doing your brows is to take it in threes. Angled brush. Okay? Angled brush. And I have a brow palette that has a ton of different colors in it. That way it matches as close to the hair for the individual that I'm doing the brows on. I'm not gonna etch in, I'm not gonna create blue or red or green. I'm giving her her natural brow, okay? So what I'm gonna go into first is a little bit of the wax. And the purpose for that is to just kind of flatten and prep the surface of the brow. That way we can get through it evenly. Another one of my tools is actually a comb and a brush. Just gonna brush through it, just to make sure we work that product all the way through. So one of the things that you want to do that I mentioned, taking it in threes, is the back of your angled brush. You want to line it up with the corner of your nose. Can y'all see that? I feel like I'm stabbing you guys. So that's where your brow should start, okay? When you're looking at, I'm going to get a little bit more. When you're looking at your arch, you want to go right across the pupil. So use the nose as the guide. That should be the highest point of your arch. That makes sense? And then when you're ending your brow, it should be lining up with the nose and the corner of the eye. It shouldn't extend past that portion. So you're taking it in threes. Make sense? Easy tip, something you can do at home. Up underneath where her hairline is starting. And I was on this side, so I'm going to go through. So starting where the nose is lining up right there with the corner, and then taking it all the way through on an angle to that highest point. So it's almost like you're just striking right through that brow. And then you're creating hair-like strokes going downward into the brow. And the same thing going back through the brow itself, creating hair-like strokes. Your brows are, I know probably everybody's heard the term, your brows are sisters, not twins. So it's not going to be exact, because even when you don't have your makeup on, they're not exactly identical. The only people I really feel like have identical brows are men. Like, how many dudes have you seen with like really, really fly eyebrows and they don't have to do anything to them? But us as women, we're always having to kind of touch them up. It's good because we live in Arizona. However, you should be making sure that there's a barrier between your skin and the sun. So you want to use a lighter moisturizer in the day and a more heavier moisturizer in the evening. I don't hear a lot of people of color that use sunscreen, so that's amazing that you're even doing that. But definitely still put your moisturizer on. Just make sure it's lighter.
Me, I actually started in corporate America and took the leap to leave corporate America and start kind of doing things on my own. So with that, I encompass all things dealing with fashion and beauty. So I do a lot with the branding and the event planning and the PR.
Another thing I want to share with you in reference to makeup artistry is, and skincare in general, it's just like hair. There's a process of sanitation that comes into play. If you're in a situation where you're like, oh, I want my homegirl to do my makeup, that's fine, but make sure that her kit is clean. Make sure her brushes are clean. If you have sensitive skin or you're prone to breakouts, sharing, whether it's a palette, whether it's lipstick, whether it's lip gloss, is contaminating. You know, that might even be your sibling, but you want to have your own products that you're using out of. As far as brushes, your own makeup brushes, how often would you say you're supposed to clean them? Every month, but every time you use them, any other ideas? If you're only using them on yourself after you're done, is use alcohol to clean them. But thoroughly cleaning them, I would say at least, especially if you wear a lot of makeup, you you want to do so at least every 3 or 4 days. Okay? What would you clean them with? What do you use to clean your brushes with? Any ideas? Dawn dish liquid. Dawn dish liquid is really good for your brushes because it pulls out all of the oil and all of the product that's in there. So basically you just put a little bit in your hand, swivel it around, get a really good lather, rinse it out quite a bit. You want to use like lukewarm water, and then just sit them down overnight to dry. If you're doing somebody else's makeup, yes, absolutely. Every single time you're done. Skincare is just as vital as hair care. It's as important as everything else. What I'm doing with this second brush is just kind of blending it out. So basically what I did for Dee was I just basically filled in the shape that she already had. I didn't pluck any hair, I didn't squeeze any hair, I didn't take away any of the hairs that she already had. Basically I just created what she already had there. If you're someone with really thin or sporadic eyebrows and spots, you can do the exact same thing. You just want to take a little bit of the powder, and powder, I like powder because it's more natural. When you use more liquid products, it looks a little bit heavier. So if you are one that likes a really heavy makeup application, that's fine with using the liquid, but you always want to make sure that you're setting it with a little bit of powder.
I do makeup for editorial, print, events. It kind of just depends on what the need is, and I'm also an esthetician, so it's all about skincare as well.
Okay. And how
The
did
first products that I was introduced to. I moved here from South Carolina. I'm originally from Michigan. And one of the things that I found moving out here was, although I'm light skinned, I used to get a lot of people ask me, can you do dark skin women's makeup? Which I thought was really strange because no one would ever ask me if I could do Asian women's makeup or if I could do Mexican women's makeup. They would always just ask me if I could do dark complexion. My answer to that was, I'm a makeup artist. I can do anybody's makeup. Doesn't matter how old they are, doesn't matter what the texture of their skin is, the tone. If you sit in my chair, I'm gonna make you look even more beautiful when you get up. So one of the tricks that I used was this Makeup Forever palette, because I really feel that it's important when you go and you shop for your foundation, it doesn't matter what your ethnic background is, picking up just one of something is not gonna work for you. You're gonna have to kind of mix and match to get that perfect color, true match to what your skin tone is. So don't be afraid to test the products in the store like, yeah, this looks a little too light or this looks a little too dark. You need to kind of learn what's gonna be best for you. So when I purchased this palette, it just allowed me to mix and match and customize as much as I needed to. I know it's on trend right now that everybody is color correcting. We've been color correcting for years, mixing 2 and 3 products. When you have redness in your skin, you're supposed to use green. When you have purple undertones or dark circles, the trick is to use orange bases or red bases, depending on what your complexion is. People have been doing these things for years. So I want to encourage you to find something that's going to work for you, whether it's skincare, whether it's makeup. Do your research. Don't actually have people in my chair and figure it out. You know how many people's eyes I glued shut putting on lashes when I was first learning? Or when I first learned how to do really, really porcelain skin and had to cover up somebody that had acne all over their face, or someone coming in with a ridiculous sunburn and having to make them look like they never had a sunburn at all. I had to learn that through trial and error. So for those of you that are interested in makeup or interested in skincare, I encourage you to do your research. Don't find the easy way to get the answer. Do your research and find out what you need to do to be successful in whatever you pursue as your particular passion. Well, I appreciate everyone's time. So I'll enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
You can go to www.3jayproductions.com or jaliapettis.com. So either way you can reach me.
Tell them who you are.
Yes, my name is Melissa and I'm with Mitchell's Barber and Beauty Supply. Been around in the community for over 50 years. The business was started by my grandparents and I've now taken over.
Some students coming up. Y'all ready for some student work? Now remember what I told y'all. It's not easy to get up in front of people. So when they do, you make sure you support them. especially students, because they're aspiring to be somebody. Remember that. And you never know that one of these students might be your next stylist for real. To be honest. Because remember, Empire Beauty School, these are some kids from Empire Beauty School representing United Zombies of America. Also from Empire. And check him out. He's sharp. He's the Sunday sharp. You got away there from Empire. Some good work. Now remember what I said. Now we're gonna check weather out. Nice, neat work. That's some nice color. You see that? Nice environment, girl. Come on, don't be scared. Show them what you're working with. Her models are Bianca, Natalie, James, Andrea, and Julio. With that, some nice color, nice cat, uphill. This is Sabrina.
I appreciate being invited and tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in the business for 23 years. This is what I do. I've been from the Golden Sisters Awards. I have over 129 first place trophies under my belt. So therefore, for me to teach anybody, I have a lot of people come down from Regency, Empire Beauty School, and they come in to shadow me to learn different things. Like one of the man's over here. I got a couple in the back. I even collaborate with a couple of hairstylists and barbers in the back for the back to school haircut drives, videos, and commercials. I even worked with Malik for a short period of time, him and Julie, from all over the all over the world. But enough about myself. I want to bring out my group. Please enjoy.
Dance with me. Come on, take my hand, get down tonight. Oh, oh. It don't matter who you are. Love can carry you away summer day. It don't matter who you are.
snapshot, let me take a selfie. Here in Pierre got me looking wealthy. That's $1 million feeling, now my swag is ready. It's ready for the world, ain't no competition. And here in Pierre gets recognition. For the best hairstylist in the male position, it ain't no competition. For the style you need, from a low cut, beige, red, matcha weed. I done had everything on my head achieved. And when he opened up shop, there's no time for sleep. That's why the city lights shining like Christmas Eve. With a gifted hairstylist, that's a rapid beat. I'ma need a new style in a couple of weeks. There ain't nobody that I know West Coast to see. So put your hands together now for HPP.
Hey everybody, here by Pierre. So I'm gonna see if I can tag people like ding, 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 ding. I'm just tag everybody who follow me today. I'm gonna tag you. 3. Hey, we in Phoenix, so look at all these beautiful people. Where my girl at?
One more time, put him round 2. This is my guy Mike. I don't know if you guys were around earlier, but I did a little razor shave on him. Did a little hair topic on him. Put the real LeBron in him. So, get in there. There's a very special client of mine. I've been cutting this man every week for the past 17 years. 17 years. He ain't skipped a week. Leroy. Leroy gets the ball fade with a 2 on top, look at the grain. Combs his hair backwards. I put a little design essential luster. Yeah. Devin's a real fly guy. It makes my job look easy. I ain't got to do too much. I'm glad he came out here and helped me out. There you go, Devin.
What you want me to do? I'm sorry. Back. Let's go get him, Shaq. Hey, hey. Show me what you got, little mama. Show me what you got, bird lady. Show me what you got, shawty. Show me what you got, baby. Hands up and wave, 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 that way. Get a drum or some. I already gave the summer some. It's the winter's turn. Hokey Hope is the coldest. I just get better with time like Opus. One, young, no to it like a snowflake. Okay, show me what you got. Shots up the drone, now she in the zone. I ain't talking about the 2-3. Mommy in the zone like the homie 2-3.
Hello. I got a My name is Caleb Watkins. I'm with Tony and Guy. I'm the regional educational director here at the Expo Salon. Tony Guy is an international brand. It's been around for over 50 years. It's been in the U.S. for just over 30. Been here in the Valley for almost 20 years. So we're here today just to talk a little bit about our technique, a little bit about our salon. At our salons, we departmentalize. When I say that, I mean that all our stylists either choose to do cutting and styling services or all color services. So that allows our stylists to really specialize and grow their strength in one area of expertise. So I want to break down a little bit of our techniques and what we do. One of the things, with our education, when I say we're an educational-based company, all our stylists, we do education once a week. And we do that in order to grow our skills, in order to satisfy any and every client with all hair types. With my dad, that's Jerry Watkins, he was here earlier speaking, and also another stylist, my brother, Adam Watkins. And so we're here to talk a little bit about our techniques, along with one other stylist. So this is my lovely model, Breezy, and that is her real name. So for her hair, what I had in mind, the vision that I had, I wanted something very sexy, soft, natural, almost bohemian. So to achieve that look, what I did is I went through and I layered her entire haircut, not just through the top and around the face, but also underneath of the hair, just to allow for a lot of movement and a lot of volume. I'll turn around a little bit. when I went through with the finish of the hair, after I did the wet cut, I went through and brown brushed the entire shape in order to allow for a little bit of lift through the roots. And then after I brown brushed and styled the hair, I went through and I texturized the hair in order to allow for a bit more movement and more texture and more separation. So she has loads of hair. In order to drop out that weight, it just really helped out her style in order to get all that sexy movement that she has. With the heavy hair, if you don't do that, then it's just gonna kind of sit like a block of hair and not really get that lift and that separation, okay? After I finished off texturizing, I went through with Marcel curling iron. And I did, for this particular look, it's something very current and trendy. What I did was I left the ends out, left bigger, and that allowed for a very bohemian feel. So that's for my model, Breezy. Thank you very much.
I'm Dion. I'm at the Scottsdale Fashion Square location at Tony and Guy, also a manager there. My first model, Tony has a protective style for natural hair or relaxed hair, whatever. It's flat twist going up into an updo, and then two-strand twist in the front top, curled with perm rise and set, and then I took them down, separated them, giving it some volume and fullness. Thank you, Tony. My second model is Joseph, and he has what a lot of us like to call a man bun or a top bun. What I did with his is braided it up in the back, and then braided two braids on each side. In the top, did a little volume, and a fishtail braid, everything going into a bun. And then added a few little trinkets to give it that extra something. Thank you, Joseph.
Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, thank you for having us out tonight. I want to introduce to you guys my model, Caleb. All right, so with the model Kaylin today, we wanted to go with the current trend of lid hair. So what that means is anything that's more soft, natural movement, natural body. For her, this is including the color as well. The color of taking her natural blonde, or excuse me, her natural brown, and bringing it to a golden blonde on the ends. As far as the style, what we did today, after pre-straightening, just getting rid of all the natural texture, we went in with a 1.25 inch curling iron, curling everything away from the face. So just section by section, all the way from the face, and once it was done, taking a warm bristle brush just to loosen and soften the texture as you see. After that, we went in with the Joyride, which is a bedhead product, just to seal the ends, calm the hair, and as you can tell, like Caleb had mentioned, not so polished, very lifted, a little rough, but that's on purpose, that's what's current. Thank you, Caleb.
As you guys know, we'll be right back by these doors. If you guys have any questions, we'll have business cards for you. You can answer any questions as far as salons. Again, we're at the Arrowhead Mall in the Scottsdale Fashion Square location. Thank you, guys.
Retro's Barbershop in the building.
Okay, so I'm gonna introduce the cuts, starting with my guy. It's just a regular old Versace style. Very simple, very classy. Showing off the blend, the versatile star with the blend. Dab on it. And Mr. White Chocolate himself, not only did he get the design for the head, he also had the beard. And yes, we also do color, I do bleach. Thank you very much.
Retro's Barbershop, 1644 North Scottsdale Road.
Team White Skin. We love y'all.
You're the only one I need. Baby, I just don't know how to describe how you make me feel inside. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. Oh, you butterfly. You give me butterflies. This seems like a life to be a queen, but never had I imagined such a feeling. Joy is what you bring. I wanna give you everything. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't just know these butterflies. You give me butterflies, got me flying so high in the sky. I can't control these butterflies. When I dance I know now that you were meant for me.
Everybody give it up for Midwest Fashion, the Shalon Styles.
Midwest Fashions, located at 1731 West Baseline Road, Suite 103. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out. You can catch us on our website at MidwestFashions1.com. We're on tour right now. Check us out on iTunes where you're at. So once again, thank you for coming out to support. God bless everyone.
Yeah, she keep giving me look. Yeah, girl, I know you want mine. So she wanna give me every she say I'm sweet, man. Girl, I know you want it. You know I want it. Try to hide it. That's all I need. She don't sing songs, but if I go strong, she gon' hear you loud and she say I'm a sweet man, but she say that she don't need a man. What if we make an agreement that we can just vibe to being friends? Girl, I know you want it. I know you want it. Girl, I know you want it. Like, oh, do the things you know I like, oh. I'm the man in my hands, oh. You're the one that's not pretend, 'cause I'm too good, drink too strong, I too change, I too. I know you want it, girl, I know you want it. I know you want to, girl, girl, I know you want it. I know you want to, girl, girl, I know you want it. Yeah. Just keep me, just keep giving me love. Yeah, yeah.
Miss Zoe, that's our African designer, Sarbo Fashions. Miss Q, our master stylist. Thank you, honey. Yes, ma'am. Miss Janelle, our choreographer. Our soundtrack maker. Get it, girl. Mom Dukes, Miss Michelle, our baby fashions. Thank you, love. Y'all ain't seen the last of her. Miss Malaysia, my sister, girl, partner, friend. Do what you do, baby. And we gonna hit it one more time, family. We gonna go eat. And my brother Antonio, we love you. Thank you so much for visiting our town. Transformation Tour is coming to a city near you. So if you pass it through, come to Columbus, South Carolina. Check us out for our HBC tours. We on the move, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Peace.
Miss Queen hit them splits. Did she hit them splits? See her do that again. I want to see her do that again. Boom. She read the